Let's talk about the new releases that are coming out, especially one in particular that everyone's talking about, and we'll get into that first. But in this video, I like to let you know the new products that are coming out and if I will buy them or not. And just to let you know, this is the second time I'm doing this video, because when I did it yesterday and I sat down to edit, all of a sudden I was hearing these strange noises and it seems like I kept hitting my mic. So I don't know what happened. I couldn't save it. I couldn't, cut in between. It was just constant, even while I was talking. So I'm sure you have seen this all over Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So I had to trash that video and start over. And I may forget to say some things because in my mind I have already said them. So I hope that that doesn't happen, but it is what it is, I guess. But anywho, let's talk about the new release that's coming out, and it's by Louis Vuitton, one everyone's talking about. And Louis Vuitton is smart about that because everyone's talking about it because of the price of them. But let me look here on Instagram. All right, before we get into Instagram, I forgot what I needed to say because in my mind I already said it. But I just want to let you know that I am a Louis Vuitton lover. I love their bags. That's pretty much the bags that I wear. So when news broke out that Louis Vuitton was coming out a beauty line and the creative director was none other than Pat McGrath, we were like, I'm there. I can't wait for this release to come out. And now we've seen pictures and prices and we're like, gosh, what's going on? So now let's get into Instagram and let's look at Glow Scope 1 Instagram account. Now there's going to be 55 lipstick shades, 27 satins, and 28 matte finishes. And we're thinking 55 shades, that's a lot for an initial drop. Not just for the initial drop, but for even a fall collection or winter collection or anything like that. But the initials for Louis Vuitton is LV, and that's also Roman numerals for 55, so that's pretty much the reason why they dropped 55 lipsticks in those two finishes. So let's take a look at them here. They're in the classic black and gold bullet, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty heavy. I don't think there's anything spectacular with them. They do have the emblem on top of the cap where it's clear so you can see the color of the shade instead of, just looking at it or opening it. But the 55 shades, I mean, they're kind of similar in some sort. And there's also going to be 10 lip balms, and those are in the white and gold packaging, and these are refillable. And I'm sure you've heard the price of these lipsticks and lip balms. They are $160 each. When I saw that, that's excessive. That's just crazy excessive. And we'll get into the eyeshadow palettes next. These are refillables, and the refill is $70 each. So let's take a look at some swatches. I did see some swatches here. It's on Chic Profile 4's account, and she does have the swatches. Here are the 600, and to me they just look very similar. I don't know if they're the same shade, but in the satin finish and the matte finish, I cannot tell. Here are the 500s, and they look very similar. And I don't know about the texture. It looks kind of thin. It's not very thick, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong because I haven't seen them in person yet. And then here are the 400s, and those are pretty. I kind of like 406. And then the 300s, and then the 100s. I don't know about the texture. It just looks very light and very thin. And these are not even the bombs, the 100s. These are the bombs. The zeros, I guess you could say. $160 for just a little wash of color. That's just a little too much. And I believe this is what the refills look like. I don't even know if you get a cap with it, and we don't even know if you get like a little bag for it. Like Hermes has a little canvas sleeve. They do have accessories for these, and we'll get into that too. But wow, that's a lot. So now let's get into the eyeshadows. So the eyeshadows, there's 8 different palettes with 4 shades each, and there's going to be 6 different finishes. So the palettes won't have every finish. It's just kind of I guess the luck of the draw. They are pretty shades. These are, shades that I would use, and these are also refillable. And these palettes, I'm sure you've heard it, they are $250 each. That was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. They just put luxury beauty on a whole new level with that price. Let's take a look at it. It comes in the Louis Vuitton floral design, and I kept looking at these, and there's 3 that I like. There's no way I'm buying 3, and I don't think I'm gonna even buy 1, especially now. I kind of like 250. That's very pretty. Looks like it has 2 matte shades, maybe a satin and a metallic. I don't know, but that's pretty boring. We have these shades many times over, and I have to admit, when I saw that Pat McGrath was a creative director, I thought maybe there'll be some of her special shades in these, but I am not seeing it. And another one that I like is $8.96 with that red. That one's very pretty. And then 951 with that green, but that is very common. We have those shades many times over. And I also like 450, the purple one. But with that one, you know, you kind of want something that can be a contrast with that, because those three on the bottom do look a little similar. So when you put them on the eye, they may, you know, just blend in with each other. I don't know. But let me find better pictures or close-up pictures of these. Let's look at Chic Profile 4. Oh, let's look at the outside packaging. Now that is beautiful. I have to admit, the packaging is beautiful. And I believe it's made with brass. And I want to know if that's fabric or just part of the packaging. I don't know. It would be nice if it's fabric, just like YSL. But YSL is not selling their palettes for $250. But I have to admit, the packaging is beautiful. I do like that. And here's a close-up look of it. And here's one where you kind of refill. The refillable mechanism of it. And if you look at it, I don't think the pans of the shadows are deep. I'm curious to see how big these are too. But anywho, here's the first one. And here's the second one. This is the one that I like. We can kind of zoom in a little bit closer. Okay, I mean, it's very common, nothing special about it. Here's a pink one, here's the purple one, and it looks like that deep purple one is kind of a metallic-y shade, and maybe that light one and the taupey one, and that's the matte there on the bottom. This is more like a peachy shades, and here's the one that I like, but I don't know if they all look matte in this picture. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they'll give us all matte shades in one $250 palette. And then here's the blue one. It's not my color story. And then here's one that's really pretty too. I have to admit, the packaging is beautiful. And the aesthetic of it, I mean, I do like it. I do like it, but I just can't. They're also coming out with accessories, and let me see if I could find it here. Here are the accessories. It looks like you have a hard case to house your 5 lipsticks that are $160 each, and it looks like you have room for more in that one. Now this one's cute, a little pouch just for one lipstick, but if I do get one of these, I don't think I'll be using it just for lipstick, and I do like that it has the chain so you can hook it up. Now this looks like a brush holder, and I believe that the brushes do come with it, and I think this is just a regular makeup bag that they sell already. So here's a close-up of the makeup brushes. They do look kind of cheap, and I think those are synthetic bristles. Yeah, here's a close-up of it, and it does have the LV logo there on the handles, and I guess you can buy them separately as well. And then here are more of the cases. Now they do look beautiful. Let me go to another account, FGL_LV. They do have more pictures of these and the different colors, and I do like this pouch, and I do like that color. That is pretty. Doesn't say how much in this one, but it's pretty. I like that color in that epi leather. Now this one's kind of cute. This is the mini Nice cosmetic bag, and I also like that color as well. This one, another one that you can hold 5 of your Louis Vuitton lipsticks. And of course you don't have to put lipsticks in these. It's just a cute little, cute little tote. And then this one is for blotting paper, and I was floored with this one. I think I wrote it down how much it cost, $560. I don't know if I even want to use the blotting paper. I mean, it does have the LV stamp on it, but no, thank you. And they also sell the paper by itself as well. Now this one, this is the trunk, the lipstick trunk. That's cute. But I think this one cost $3,000 for just a little bitty trunk for your lipstick. But it has the brass hardware, it's that hard case, and it has a mirror inside, but still, it's cute, and there's going to be some people that will buy it. Now in this account, Jennifer Loves Couture, they do have a little pouch to house your $250 eyeshadow palette, and I think it comes with 2 brushes if you buy the pouch. I think. And it's $530. So this seems to come with a monogram pouch with clasp and zips, plus 2 brushes. So you don't even get brushes when you spend $250 on an eyeshadow palette. And it's probably doesn't even come with a pouch too, not like Guerlain. Chanel comes out, with their pouches, and those eyeshadows cost $86. It would have been nice if they included a pouch. I don't know if they do yet, but I'm not seeing any pictures of it. But I can tell you this right now, definitely not getting any of the lipsticks or the lip balms. I am eyeing an eyeshadow palette, but not now, because I just can't do it. For $250, I just can't do it. We do travel a lot, and we do look in the Louis Vuitton stores in Europe or in Asia and just kind of, you know, check out the duty free. And if it's cheaper there with no tax, maybe I might pick one out, but it's just a little too expensive for me right now. It's beautiful, I will admit that, and I'm not gonna fault anyone who wants to buy it. If they have the means, you know, go ahead. And if we're all worried that other brands will follow, they're already increasing their prices right now. And if Chanel decides to increase their eyeshadow palettes, you know, that's in this plastic case for $120, I think that's when people will be like, whoa. Okay, we can probably see that with Louis Vuitton, but with some of these other brands, I don't think they'll double in price. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but that's just my opinion. But for now, with the Louis Vuitton Beauty release, it's beautiful. I have to admit it because I am a Louis Vuitton lover. I think I'm going to pass on it. Definitely for sure the lipsticks, but the eyeshadows, I'm going to wait a little bit, just kind of see, and maybe if I can find it cheaper when we're traveling. And I think I forgot to mention when these are going to be released. They're going to be released online. Let me look, double check. On August 25th, and I believe in the stores August 29th. And of course, that's Labor Day weekend. I won't be able to go to the stores to check it out because that's our big family reunion. But hopefully after that, I can go in the store and just kind of, you know, kind of see what it's like. Now let's go on to YSL, and they're coming out with their Christmas collection. They do have their face palette, and I believe it's available, I think, in the UK. But I won't be getting this one because there's 3 blushes and they're repeat shades, and I have those blushes and 3 highlighters. And I pretty much don't use YSL highlighters or highlighters in general that much now, so I'll be passing on that, but the packaging is pretty. There'll be an eyeshadow palette. I believe that one's called Gold Lust. That one's pretty, and I'd like to get that one. And there's also going to be lipsticks. I'm going to pass on those lipsticks and lip glosses. Now let's talk about Byredo. They're coming out with their new eyeshadow palette, their 18-pan palette. It usually comes out in April, and we were wondering when it was coming out, but I think they're pushing it to fall. But let's take a look at WZ Beauty's Instagram page. I believe it's called the Alto Astral collection. Now they are coming out with that clam eyeshadow palette. It's not my favorite. I just don't like the setup of it. I do have a couple of them. I don't use it that much because I like to use my fingers when I use the metallic shades, and the pans are just a little small for that. Yeah, here's a close-up picture of it. It's pretty. Do like the colors, but yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. It looks to be a lip gloss with some silver shimmer in there. I'm gonna pass on that. But what I will not pass on, and I hope I can get this, is this eyeshadow palette. Of course, you can see half of it's cool and half of it's warm with the reds in there. And I am wearing Byredo's eyeshadow palette. It's the Remembrance palette. This one came out 2 years ago, and in yesterday's video I had the Flora Kalahara palette, and that one came out 3 years ago. And let me show you Chic Profile 4 with the Byredo palette. There is a live swatching. Here's the palette, and there's some swatches. It does look very pretty. I'm trying to hold it there, and we probably have those shades, but I do like it. I do like it. And let me look at the cover of it. Let me try to freeze it at the right point. It does look like a crinkled up newspaper, doesn't it? I want to know what it says. Hopefully if I get it, we'll be able to read what it says. So I will be getting this one, and I hope I can because they do sell out fast. Hermes is coming out with this collection, and you know, I think I kind of like it. I like the eyeshadows and the lipstick. Don't care for the nail polishes that much because I don't wear it. But let's see, this eyeshadow palette, I do like the color story. It's very different. 3 bright shades are very different together. And that gold shade, I mean, we have that many times over, but I do like the setup of it. Yeah, I do like that color story, so hopefully I can get that here. And the lipsticks and the lipstick cases, I really like those too. Yeah, I'll be picking this collection up, minus the nail polish. Burberry's coming out with new blushes, and yeah, I kind of like 2 of them here. Let's take a look. Not these 4, they're just going to be a little bit light. If anything, maybe this color, and I think that tan one's going to be too light, but I like these 2 shades. So I'm thinking about these. Now Hourglass is coming out with their holiday collection, and we already got sneak peeks of it about maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. And I'm seeing right now that Sephora has the horse palette. It's not for sale yet, it just says out of stock, but they have the horse palette. So the 4 palettes that they're coming out with, let's look at Chic Profile 4. This one looks like the deer palette, and this one only has 3 new shades, and it is very light, so I'm gonna pass on that one. And this is the one that Sephora is showing right now on their website, the horse palette. And this one's kind of disappointing because these are all repeat shades, no new shades. Now the one that I am interested in is the Fox palette. That one has 5 new shades, and the repeat shade is one that I don't have, and let me look here, that is Lucid Glow, one of the blushes. So I would like to pick this one up, And then let me look if I can find the Swan. Here's the Swan palette on Angel Naked Makeup's account. I do like that packaging. And I want to say there are 4 new shades in this one and 2 existing. And the 2 existing, I believe, are Dim Light and Natural Bronze. Dim Light, I think I have, I don't know, 4 or 5 of those. So with the Swan palette, I don't know if I like that one, but definitely I like to get the Fox palette. Now Dolce & Gabbana is coming out with new eyeshadow palettes, the Ever Icon eye palette, and I believe there's going to be 3 of them, and I kind of like that one in the middle. That one's pretty. This one is a little bit too cool tone for me, and this one's pretty as well. It's a little bit more pinky. There are swatches here on the arms. Yeah, this is the one in the middle. I kind of like it. This one here is the cool tone one. It's going to look a little ashy for me, and this is the pinky one. That one's pretty too. For sure I'd like to get the one in the middle and maybe the pinky one as well. I don't know when this one's coming yet, but I would like to pick 1 or 2 up of these. There's a new makeup brand coming out. I don't know if I can pronounce it right. HungVanGo Beauty, I believe that's who it is. He's a real famous makeup artist, which up until now I didn't know who he is, to be all honest. And I want to say he's a makeup artist of Selena Gomez. Maybe I'm wrong, but he's coming out with new makeup products and it's going to be at Sephora. And let's see what he has. 8 eyeshadow palettes, 18 creamy matte lipsticks, 9 longwear lip liners, 10 longwear eyeliners, 3 velvet coats, 6 velvet blushes, and 6 blurring bronzers. I don't know if I'll pick anything up. I don't know. And the eyeshadow palettes, I mean, I like the monotone. Each one is a different, you know, you have greens, blues, purples, cool tone, pinks, oranges. I don't know. I may have to go inside Sephora and just kind of feel what the texture of them are. But this one, it's leaning towards no, but maybe yes if I go there and maybe during the Sephora sale. And the last one I want to talk about is Givenchy and their Christmas holiday release. They're coming out with a new 9-pan palette, and I've tried Givenchy's eyeshadow pans, eyeshadows. They're not very pigmented to me, so I think I'm going to pass on this palette. It's very pretty. It's got your cool tones there and that yellowy gold. I think I want to pass on that. And also the slim lipsticks, I've heard they're really good. I'll have to check those out as well. And just the special packaging for their loose powder and the loose highlighter. The loose powder is not my shade, and the loose highlighter, not my shade as well. And I know I forgot to say some things. I think I didn't mention when these will be released, but I'll list and link everything down below. And I hope the microphone sounds a little bit better without me hitting it, because I tried to stay still. But anywho, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked and enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this, and you'll have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.